Welcome to another episode of Becoming Limitless. Today I'm super excited to have the positive lady as I know her. Perhaps you know her too on socials. I'm joined with Sabrina Brown. She's finally here in Dubai and I'm thrilled to have her on the show. Today we're going to talk a little bit about her background and what she does for everyone. Her content is amazing and that's what attracted me to her in the first place. We've been friends for a long time on socials, but we met recently at the Biohacking Summit. I'm thrilled to be with her on this show today. Sabrina, hi.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Of course, it's such a thrill for me to have you. All this time that I've sort of been watching what you do and all of that, and finally you're here. So you're going to call Dubai home soon?
I will.
Yeah?
I will. I think so. It's been calling me, and there's an amazing biohacking community here.
Yeah.
And you're here as well,
Yeah.
and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
You heard it
see
here
what
first.
It offers.
Yeah. So I think you're gonna love it here. So part of the show is obviously all about wellness from different perspectives, and you have a fairly unique perspective as far as I'm concerned, and I want to explore that in a minute. But also it's about setting up wellness businesses here and the challenges, the rewards, the community, as I said. So, and every single person that I've had on the show have always, you know, the commonality of everything is always about the community and how strong it is. So I'm glad that you experienced that already. And when we first met, it's like, I think I overwhelmed you a little bit and I jumped on you with all of the...
In a good way.
In a good way, hopefully, yeah. So tell everyone a little bit about what you do and who you are, please.
Sure. So I am a biohacking coach for women and a content creator. So I love working with brands in the wellness space that I love, that I trust, that I've used, and to recommend them if they're really good to my community. But for me, the most important thing is showing women that they can heal themselves, that they can live an optimized life through biohacking. And I don't mean, you know, the gadgets, really. I mean, biohacking, we go back to the basics, you know? Things that people have forgotten: sleep, nutrition, grounding, sunlight, you know, just the things that heal us as
You and I
humans.
speak that same language, by the way, and this is why we hit it off, I think. And definitely it's not just about the devices, and you show this. And you guys, if you haven't seen her content, you have to check it out, The Positive Lady. Like, it's fun, it's educational, and you should say it's very different than anything else. And I think that by itself makes it less serious, because I think people, not less important, this is important to point out, it's not less important, it's less serious. Because people take this way too seriously, I think.
Yes.
And they end up stressing themselves and adding anxiety to their days and so on. And I think you bring a lighthearted, you know, angle to it while remaining true to the facts, to the science, to the background behind it. So what prompted you to do that?
Well, biohacking for me didn't start out for optimization. It started out as a necessity. I was very, very sick. You could really say my body was slowly decaying, even though I was biohacking, you know, doing all the right things, but I was following a male-centric approach, as well as being on the vegan diet for 7 years, which at the beginning was amazing for me. I felt great the first couple of years. Then slowly, the change started happening. But from an outside perspective, maybe you could see it, but because the change was happening so slowly, I didn't really realize it until it got really bad, which meant I was taking naps during the day. My face looked very hollow, very gray. I had cystic acne everywhere, hormonal imbalances, severe PMS, bloating. I couldn't absorb the nutrients anymore in the last year of being vegan. No matter if I ate a single ingredient, whole foods, plant-based diet, no caffeine, no alcohol, no gluten, and still my body was struggling. I was not able to absorb the nutrients, and my body fat percentage was declining, and I was at 13% at one point.
For a woman, that's not ideal, right?
No, absolutely not. I would say for women, ideally you want to be around 18 to 20%.
Correct, yeah.
But, you know, at that point I kind of didn't know that much about fat percentages for women. I didn't know how to balance my hormones naturally. I was doing a male-centric approach to biohacking.
Right. That realization, I think, changed everything for you, right? And it also put you on the track to help other women to kind of achieve the same results that you have yourself, right?
Yeah, well, first, I stepped into this sharing my journey and sharing my struggles and what I was doing. And when I was able to balance my hormones naturally through nutrition, through cycle syncing, which honestly, this is my mission more than anything, is to teach all women all over the world about cycle syncing, because it is a superpower to have this menstrual cycle, and most women dread it.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use it to their advantage. They don't know that actually you can just optimize your health and your life if you just learn a couple of things about your cycle, about what your body needs, and then also intuitively listen to your body as well, because your body's always speaking to you.
I've already witnessed that, by the way, like several times, where you would change your plans, you would change what you do, the intensity of your workouts based on your cycle, right? Mm-hmm. So you would you listen to what's happening and you plan the level of activity and interaction with others based on what's happening with you hormonally and through your cycles, right?
Absolutely. And we use this little gadget as well, which is super helpful. If you don't know, this is the ultra human ring, which tracks your sleep, your recovery, your stress, your cycle, steps, everything. So, when my ultra human is telling me, you need to chill a bit, I take that into consideration as well, because it's really helpful. Sometimes you just want to do so much, because we're living in this age where doing more is sort of like a badge of honor. But as women, we need to slow down. We must slow down. We cannot act and do as much as men, because we're cyclical.
Or at least have balance, right?
That's what I mean,
so not to go to one extreme versus the other, So that's so interesting. And yes, I mean, the ultra human, especially with the combined stuff that they do, is just phenomenal. I don't know if you use the CGM also.
You know what? I have it lying at home. I need to connect it. I don't know why I keep saying tomorrow.
Yeah. So with that information, with the metabolic information, and then as well as the cycle information and your recovery and all of that. So it's such a beautiful picture, like to combine everything together.
Absolutely.
So once you have that, you'll see you will take it to the next level. So it's awesome. And the one angle that I love about you is not just the physical, the scientific aspect, but also the emotional aspect. And it's right there in the title, positivity is absolutely essential. I have never seen you not smiling, So it's incredible to be around you, around anyone who is, taking life as it comes, with a big smile on their face. I know that's not, sometimes it's not always the case, I get it.
Yeah.
But overall, you're truly the positive lady. Like, where does that come from? How can I do it? How can anyone do it?
I believe, it comes from overcoming challenges. My little sister was very sick for a long time.
That's Nicole, right?
Nicole, yes.
She's a sweetheart,
Yeah, my mom taught us, we have to keep a positive outlook. We have to believe in miracles. We have to understand that it was a mindset. She's going to be okay. She's going to survive. There was no other option. So I had that inbuilt into my mindset from an early age. And I saw that it worked, right? She somehow survived these insane illnesses twice and had 2 transplants. And it's something that I just took away for the rest of my life, and it just always pays dividends. And I'm not saying it's not about toxic positivity. It's more about knowing that everything is going to be okay, even if it's not going to be okay. And if it isn't, it's a lesson, but that's life. And if you have a positive outlook, it's an energy, and this energy translates into everything in your life.
And she's an inspiration too. I mean, definitely for me, even though with everything that she's gone through, and hopefully we'll have her on the show, by the way, and you'll see like the kind of energy that she has. So despite all the incredible challenges she went through, she's so like feisty and full of life and happy all the time. So I can see where that could be like an incredible inspirational thing to be around. I love that it stuck with you, and I love that you apply it to everything that you do. Okay, so what does a typical day look like for you? What do you do in order to stay the awesome self that you are?
So I would say there is not really a typical day in the last 6 months because I've been traveling so much. But if it's a typical day, my non-negotiables are definitely getting up and getting sunlight straight into my eyes and having some sort of movement, whether it be stretching or a morning walk. That is incredible for setting your circadian rhythm. And then my non-negotiable is also how do you call it? It's a tongue brush.
Yes, tongue scraper.
Tongue scraper.
Yeah.
It is a must. If you don't have a tongue scraper, get one and you'll thank me later, because you need to detox everything that builds up overnight in your mouth.
It's the gateway to your gut, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then, we have the hot water with lemon in the morning. I have a shot of my high polyphenol olive oil for inflammation, and then I take my collagen, and then I have a high protein breakfast.
Nice.
And, some sort of movement throughout the day is a non-negotiable as well. And I would say, using my blue light blockers after sunset, turning on my red light, and then having another amazing 8 or 9 hours sometimes of sleep.
Yeah, because I've seen you like in your content, like a lot of this stuff. And again, you see certain content creators or people in the space talking about it as if it's the end all, But it's like part of your day. It's nothing. It doesn't have to be an effort to do one thing or the other. And it doesn't have to be showy, It's just something that you go through as if you're going through anything else in order for you to have the best possible nervous system, musculoskeletal, brain health, and overall kind of life quality, right? That's so important. And I think you also, one of the things that I've noticed about you is the fact that you are a little bit of a nomad too, right?
Yeah.
I think you're looking to change that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to settle.
Okay.
So ready. And the last 6 months have just been sort of a lot of travel, I've been invited to amazing places, to the London Health Optimization Summit. I was invited to this amazing biohacking retreat in Guatemala. And then, of course, the Biohack Summit. And Dubai has always been calling me a little bit. I have family here. I know that is the biohacking hub of the future.
Yeah.
And Bali was incredible for a while, to reconnect with myself, to be with Mother Nature, to really build that wholesome life and that wellness life. But after some point, it almost, the growth isn't as,
satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, the
rewarding.
growth, let's say the growth stops at some point because you're in the bubble of Bali, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be in the world, you have to be in other hubs as well.
Right.
So that's why now Dubai is on top of my list.
Hopefully it will become home and we'll have you here more
Yeah.
often. Okay, so I want to just touch a little bit on what you offer as part of your coaching, because I know that you have an awesome program for that. What would people expect?
Absolutely.
Because you target women only, right? This is kind of your main area.
Yes, women only, because we really need to work with our hormones. We have a completely different hormone cycle to men. Men's is 24 hours and women's is 28 days. So that's why my course is called Timeless Woman.
Nice.
And it is it's a course that delves into all different kinds of biohacks, as you would say. The first one is going to be mindset. We have to start with mindset, because no matter what else you do, if you do any other biohacks, if you have a victim mentality, if you have a mindset that is detrimental, that is negative, anything that you do isn't going to actually have a long-term effect.
Of course.
So we start with mindset, we go into nervous system regulation techniques, sleep. Okay, sleep is super important, how to have the sleep hygiene, nutrition, detoxing your body, detoxing your environment, because there's toxins all around us. How to beat jet lag. I basically go through all the, you could call them basics, but they are the foundational biohacks for women. learning about your hormones, how to live with your cycle, how to fast as a woman. And it's all videos, self-paced, which is beautiful because you can take your time. And that is the online coaching. And if you want, you can also get a one-to-one coaching with me, which will be, of course, more personalized towards specific needs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is framed around also, syncing cycles and
Yes.
and all of that, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's awesome. I don't know if I've seen anything like that anywhere else. So well done. That's
Thank you.
well done. So I think the biohacking community here is completely sort of in need of you, and I think you're super. I think people in general are excited for you to be here. And we'll definitely welcome you with open arms. I know that I have. What is next for you? What are you going to do when you're here in Dubai? What are you hoping to do as far as like a positioning for yourself, if you like, right? In Dubai, because you have to be doing something, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you think you're going to be doing?
I would love to have more workshops for women. So have events to teach women about cycle syncing, biohacking the feminine way.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that. I had one workshop in Mexico City when I was there a couple months ago. I had a few different workshops in Bali as well.
Very nice.
And it's just beautiful to connect with women one-to-one and to answer some questions and teach them these things that they just do not know. I would love to speak at events and at forums or summits. I would love to be on more podcasts. I would love to write a book. So there's a lot.
Amazing. You're in the right place, I promise you. And as we said at the beginning, the community here is extremely supportive. I think there are quite a few things that we could do together too. So hopefully, I look forward for us to do more of this. I want to finish with this that is on your leg. I think it's the first time you've used this, right?
It feels so good. I didn't think I would be able to answer, the questions and do the podcast, but it's like second nature now.
Yeah.
It's
So what does it
incredible.
feel like?
It's a tight pressure that just feels amazing. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
It's, like a kind of like a massage.
Yeah.
And it
So
just feels great.
They're called the pneumatic compression boots. So they help with your to kind of release any lactic acid buildup in your muscles, but it's also lymphatic drainage. It's great for varicose veins, just generally tired legs. They kind of revive them, but it also boosts blood circulation around the body.
Perfect.
So if you're feeling kind of a little tired or, especially before bed, it's so good. It really helps with sleep. So I'm thrilled that you like them.
I love them.
We'll have to hook you up with one.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Absolutely. This is incredible. I love it, especially after paddle as well.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you've been addicted to that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on board, and we will have more of these conversations, I promise, and we'll do more stuff together.
Would love
You're
that.
so awesome, and
Thank you so
really thank you
much.
for being here.
So happy to be here. Thank you, Elie.
Thank you.
Looking forward to many more sessions.
Thanks. But here you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you for the next one.